Hello everybody, good evening and welcome to your very own BYJU'S 6th, 7th and 8th grade channel. I'm your teacher Aishwarya and I welcome you to today's class where we are going to be having a Menti quiz on the chapter Reproduction in Plants. Now, I understand that we were facing some technical issues in the earlier live stream. So, from the YouTube's end, we were facing an issue where we were not able to go live. Exactly, it went on cross channels and we were having quite some difficulty to sort it out, which is why the previous class that happened, that video doesn't exist anymore. That's why we have created a new live stream. We'll wait for some more time so that our friends will join in and then of course we'll get started. That's why we've come in here. And not to worry, we have about 10 questions which will help us quickly recall our concepts. So good evening all of you. You can spread the word to your friends. Hopefully when they see the notifications, I know many of you here, right? Many of you here were there. Ma'am, it was showing 57 years ago. Arey, I'm not very good with all these technical things, but clearly I can see that it says 57 years ago, so you know that there was some technical issue. So good evening all of you, good evening. So we'll wait for 2-3 more minutes and then we will get started with our Menti. Yes?
Nice, 80 people.
Thank
Nice,
you.
good job everybody.
Thank you, Saurabh. Chalo, bye. Yes, I'll give you the Menti code very quickly, but shall we wait for our friends to join as well? So now, of course, very quickly, students, as you all know, reproduction in plants was a session wherein we had covered vegetative propagation and we had finished off our session on sexual reproduction, which is why we will be finishing it off, right? So we'll be finishing off our particular session today on it by doing a quiz. So everybody go to www.menti.com, type in the code 53885052. I'll give you lots of time, don't worry. We need to wait for our friends to join in. So I'll just discuss with my team and I'll get everything else sorted, right? Okay. I know it's okay. Let me see. Is it really showing 57 years ago? Let's have a look. But mostly that video shall be removed from the channel. You will not be able to find it anymore. Yes, the video is done. It's removed from the channel. You will not be able to find it. So everybody quickly go and hit the like button on this video. I'm very sorry that you had to wait for at least 20 minutes. But this was a glitch that we could not. We were trying to sort our very best, which is why we had to create a new live event so that everything would be sorted. Thank you for staying with us. Thank you for being so kind. Thank you for being so patient, dealing with all the, technical challenges that we face, right? So thank you so much that you're all being so understanding. Thank you, Neelam, for asking. I'm doing very good. I am still recovering though. I'm not quite there yet. Ma'am, can we start so that you can write your names? Yes, I'll go to the next slide. And Manu, can we pin the Menti code so that they can join in? See, class 8. Let me tell you one thing. For grade 8, remember that at 8 p.m. every day you will have class. Now, ideally, this week your timetable is a little segregated. But by end of this week, you have a very big surprise coming your way. Right, our team has started with it, which means by the end of the week, we have a very big surprise. And by next week, your timetables and everything is going to get sorted for you. So don't worry. No problem, Ronak. You may not be able to play Menti later. That is one thing. You may not be able to play Menti later, but you will be able to see the questions. Code is 53885052, right? So that is the Menti code. Awesome, I can see many of you are going to join. Just give me one moment. I will be back. Okay. Awesome, all of you. Going to wait for 2 more minutes and then we shall get started. Yes, I can see very few likes. So jaldi hit the like button also, right? Now in the meanwhile, I can find a volcano. Yes, okay, is there a volcano? Yeah, I found the volcano. Then there's a boat. Somebody was asking me to find a boat. I found the boat as well. What else is there? Ma'am, flower. Flower. I found a flower. Ma'am, crab. I feel like more than playing Menti, you want to make me do this, discovery game. Ma'am, find this, find that. I found the crab also. Football, football is easy. B है क्या? B है अभी यहीं पे होगा. हाँ, B is here. Awesome. Very good, everybody. Very, very good. Menti code is pinned in the YouTube comments. I mean, it is pinned right here. So you will be able to find it. So everyone, shall we get started? Shall we go on to question number 1 on our screens? Very quickly, let's have a look at question number 1. Yes? So we're going to get started. Vegetative propagation in potato takes place by dash, right? Is it leaf, is it stem, is it root, or is it seed? No Parul, it's okay. Koi nahi. Join in right now. Code is there, www.menti.com. Type in the code. Code is pinned 53885052. This is a easy peasy question, right? Very simple, easy question. Very masoom sa question. I can see some mixed answers, but good, majority of you have given me the answer correctly. See, vegetative propagation. What do we mean by vegetative propagation? That means growing new plants with the vegetative parts, right? So what are the vegetative parts? Your vegetative parts include root, stem and leaf. That means they are not directly involved in reproduction, right? Now in this case, in potato, what is a potato? The normal aloo that we eat is nothing but a modified stem, which is why the answer here is option B. Why is it not root? Because if the question said sweet potato, then it would be root. But if here we're asking for normal potato, which is why the answer is option B. Easy peasy. Now we shall move on to question number 2, right? Root, Ryan, is for sweet potato, not normal potato, okay? Brem, what is cap? There is no cap here. Everything is all honesty only. Nowadays, because of you guys, I need to, get into this Gen Z lingo, learn all these things. Otherwise, I will only be lost. Okay, all of you. Sorry about that. Please don't mind, I'll keep coughing in between like this. With this, we'll move on to question number 2. Okay. In which of the following plants are buds present on the margins of the leaf, right? In which plant do we find buds on the margins of the leaf? So we have 4 options. Bryophyllum, touch me not, sandalwood, or is it coriander? Why was I not there in BSS 2? Was that in BSS 1, no? Oh, cap is your emoji. Array, sorry. You said my cap. I mean, I read it in a different way. Sorry about that. But very good, all of you. Very good. Correct answer is option A. We know that in bryophyllum, in the margins of the leaf, we find the notches, right? In those notches, we see that buds of new plants grow. So correct answer is option A. Awesome. Awesome, all of you. Awesome. Now we will move on to question number 3. Let's have a look at question number 3 on your screens right now. In yeasts, reproduction occurs by dash. Fragmentation, binary fission, budding and spore formation. Which is the correct answer? Devasani, Tanushri, I think I remember you. Tanushri, grade 9 में तो chapters deleted are from biology, diversity and diversity chapter, natural resources chapter is there for project, and then of course why do we fall ill is deleted. Okay. Yes. Very good, very good. I can see the answers. Yes, Isma, I remember you, of course. See, we're talking about yeasts, right? And in the case of yeasts, we mainly see that it is budding, where there is a small outgrowth that occurs. Not fragmentation, because that is, we see that fragmentation is something we see in certain algae, like Spirogyra. Binary fission is something we see in bacteria and amoeba. Then we see spore formation in which plant? We see spore formation in ferns. We find spore formation even in rhizopus. Ma'am, is there different species of yeast for different uses of yeast? Yes, of course. There are different types of yeast species that are available, right? Mainly the most popular species of yeast is Saccharomyces cerevisiae, but we have various other species that have their purposes also, right? So this is why the correct answer here is option C. It's okay, Ryan, don't worry. Don't worry at all. It's okay, completely fine if you're not able to get the answer, if some of the answers are going wrong. This is how we learn, right? So don't worry about it, okay? Okay. JK, you pay attention to me. Ma'am, why not budding? Answer is budding. Answer is budding. Moving on. Lila observed that a pond with clear water was covered up with green algae. I literally gave you the answer right now. Within a week, which of the following method did algae spread through? Yes, I just told you the answer to this. Okay, easy peasy. Correct answer is option C, fragmentation. So we have discussed, right? I told you that in yeast or even in organisms like Hydra, we observe budding. But fragmentation is a process that we see in algae like Spirogyra, where their body breaks up physically into pieces or fragments, and each fragment will grow into a new organism, which is why here the correct answer is option C. So very good, students, very, very good. We have one more question, after which we will see our first leaderboard, right? So we will see our first leaderboard after this particular question. So let's have a look. No problem. I know many of you are having misclicks. It's okay. Take your time and give me the answer. Seeds of drumstick and maple are carried to long distances by wind. Because of what reason? So here we are talking about seed dispersal by wind. But what are the characteristics of the seed that helps them get dispersed by wings? By wind. Was it because of winged seeds, large and hairy seeds? Was it because of long and ridged fruits or spiny seeds? Yes? Okay. I literally gave you the answer. As I was trying to explain, I only told you the answer. I know, right? When I wanted to say wind, I told wings. So in this case, as you all know, the correct answer here is option A, winged seeds, right? So because of the fact that they have winged seeds, we see that, and plus they are also very lightweight. So we see that they can easily be dispersed by the wind. So correct answer is option A. So after this, let's have a look at our first leaderboard, right? First leaderboard. So happy to see the fact that Shreya says bio is very easy. I am so happy. So now I can see that Kumar Kushagra Singh is on the top, is the fastest. But points wise, Anna is on top, followed by Lollipop, Pingu, but it's Akarsh, okay. I can see Hiba, who's a bio lover, Shivi Tiwari from class 7, then Kushagra, Adi, Gochu, class 6, no comment. All of you were talking about Gochu before the class also, so I want to know what's happening. Purti, then I see that there is Swastika who loves BYJU'S. Lots of love to all of you as well. AR Devil Bacha, first of all, you tell me your name. I keep forgetting you because you keep... I know you come regularly to class, but I've forgotten your name because all I remember is the devil thing that comes there, right? Now next, can you all tell me your ranks? How well did you do? Yes? Ma'am, Gochu is legend, is it? Who is Gochu? I am new. Many of you are new to class also. So very good students, very, very good. Many of you have done well here. Proud of all of you, right? Super duper proud. See, whatever your marks are at this point, you be in 33rd place, 100th place, maybe 12th place. Now, out of 5, did you all get 5 out of 5? Maybe you got 4 out of 5, or maybe you got 3 out of 5. But if you've got 4 out of 5 or 5 out of 5 and your rank is, let's say, 45 or 50, it is okay, right? It is okay if your rank is still 50 despite the fact that you got 4 out of 5 or 5 out of 5. I'll tell you why. In your exam, nobody is going to ask you if you gave me the answer in 1 minute, you gave the answer in 3 minutes, or you gave the answer in 1 second. In the examination, what will they say, or what will they look for rather? They will look for whether you got the correct answer, no? That is what matters. Whether one person got in 1 minute or one person gets in 5 minutes, who cares? Answer is correct, which means both of them have got the same marks. That is all that matters to us. Menti is just for all of you to get some competition. So others who are feeling bad, that, "Arey ma'am, I didn't make it to the top 10. Those who made it to the top 10, well and good. But others, don't be any less sad that you have not made it here. You have still done well, right? So that is what matters. So with that Josh, everybody, we will move on. Jaldi se, we will move on to question number 6. Yes? No problem, Samriddhi, no problem. I know, see, I tell this especially to all your 10th standard students, because you know, when they don't make it to leaderboard, they think that, "Arey ma'am, we didn't make it to leaderboard, we are not good." So this is why I remind them. See, board exam may or in your final exam, nobody is going to, care about whether you answered in 1 second, 5 seconds or 10 seconds. That rank doesn't come from how fast you are, but how accurate you are, right? So that is what matters. So jaldi say, we will move on to the next question. Yes, are we all ready? Now I know many of you here are with me and you've joined the class. So if you are enjoying this class and if you are learning from it, don't forget to hit the like button on this video, right? All we ask for you is to show us your love. And how do you show us your love? By liking this video, yes? And don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you are new. So don't forget to do that, okay? Awesome. So fatafat, we will move on. Let's get started. Okay. Let's get started, everybody. Ma'am, time nobody looks. लेकिन अगर exam में time नहीं है हुआ तो marks कट गया. That is also a good point. Good point. But right now, nobody is going to cut marks if, you are little slow, right? If you are not able to complete the paper, then I agree. Okay. Let's get started. Question number 6, right? Question number 6. The eye of the potato plant is like what? Is it like the root of any other plant? What the bud is to the flower? The bud is to the bryophyllum of the leaf. The anther is to the stamen. So, the eye of the potato is equal or is equivalent to what? That is what we need to equate and identify. So, can you tell me what would be the answer? Now, don't overcomplicate it. अपने आंसर लीक कर दिया. Students, the eye of the potato plant is the point, right? Is basically, it denotes the nodal region, right? It denotes the nodal region from where a new potato plant will arise. But now that mode of reproduction is asexual, right? It is asexual. That means that this right here is a vegetative mode of propagation. Now, if I correlate it to bud of a flower, flower is involved in sexual reproduction. You can't even equate the same. They are not the same, right? But if you look at this case, the same way you have an eye in a potato, this right here is basically the bud in a bryophyllum. That is why the answer is option number C, not B. Are you clear? Yes, are you all clear? You can take part, Catherine, no problem. No problem. You can go ahead, take part. The code is given in the pinned comments in the live chat. Yes? ठीक है. Misclick, no issue. Some of you maybe got confused. Eye of potato equal to bud of flower. No, you have to see what mode of reproduction it is, right? Begum for Abida for the same reason. The fact that whenever we talk about flowers, it is sexual reproduction where male and female is involved. But in this case, right, what is it? It is asexual reproduction. So you need to look for asexual reproduction here. Yes? So answer is option number C. Shiva, Samriddhi, not ignoring you. So many students are in class, so I tend to miss some names. So with this, let's go on to question number 7 on your screens now. The ovary in different flowers may contain what? Will they contain only one single ovule? Will they have many ovules? Or will they may have one, or they could have many, or they will have exactly 2 ovules. Car rider, tata, bye bye. I don't ignore anybody in class. Okay. What is ovary? We know that the female reproductive part in flowers, right, is the ovary, which will have stigma, style, ovary, and inside the ovary you will have ovules. Yes? Now, how many ovules are there? Will there be exactly one ovule? Not necessarily. Will there be exactly 2 ovules? Not necessarily. Will there only be many ovules? Not necessarily, which is why we have a range between 1 to many, right? So that is why the correct answer is option C. Now understand, read the question thoroughly. Everybody is in a hurry to give answer. Ma'am, what is the difference between many and 1 to many? Many means that at all times you will have greater than 1. At all times in every single flower you will have greater than 1. That is not the case. It is not that it will be exactly 1 or exactly 2 or it will be exactly 5. It will be different in different parts. Which is why in this case you should say that it is between 1 to any number. That is why the range is there. So now I hope you are clear. Okay? Now we will go on to the next question, all of you. Question number 8 on your screens now. Let's have a look. The correct sequence of reproductive stages seen in flowering plant. Okay. Now you have to tell me what is the correct sequence from formation of what to formation of what. That is what you need to identify. Catherine, you can join in now. No, you can type the code 53885052. You can type in the code. It will not be a problem. What is the correct sequence? Read the options thoroughly and give me the answer. Very, very good. What is the first thing that is produced? It is the gamete, right? So we know that in the male part, which is the anther, we have powdery substance called as pollen grains which is produced. This pollen grain, inside it you will find the male gamete, right? Similarly, inside the females, like the pistil, we know that inside the ovary, ovule is there. And inside the ovule, you will find the female gamete. Now, when the male and female gamete fuse, it will become one single cell structure. And this right here is what we call as zygote, right? So, the second thing that gets formed is zygote, followed by which the zygote will grow and develop and it will become embryo. And when the embryo will grow, what will happen? Eventually, we know that after zygote formation, the ovule will become the seed, right? So, when you take that seed and you sow it, what will happen? The seed will grow into a new plant or a seedling. So answer is option A. Yes? Ma'am, sab galat ho raha hai. See, probably what would happen, no, is that this is the first time you are solving. Ma'am, but seedling should be first. I get why you say that. Now here we are talking about flowering plant. So we'll start our story from a mature adult plant and then it will end in a new plant. So that is what we mean by that, okay? Urvashi, if you are new, I welcome you to the class. Hello, Food Corner. Hello, many of you here. Bhagya, many others. See, Manoj and everybody, pay attention, right? Otherwise, you will get blocked. So don't be in that position where you will get blocked. Anushka, if you have not attended the class, I recommend that you go back, watch that video once, put it in 2x, watch the video, get your concepts sorted so that then later on you are clear, right? You will be able to solve. What is ovule? Ovule is a structure you find inside the ovary of the pistil. Yes? Okay. Everybody, question number 9, right? Question number 9 on your screens now. No problem if you're late. Okay, Which of the following statements is or are true for sexual reproduction in plants? Plants are obtained from seeds. Two plants are always essential. Fertilization can occur only after pollination. Or only insects are agents of pollination. Yes? Okay. Yes, I know. Improvement in food resources का PDF तो नहीं मिला. I will send it. I think it's gotten stuck somewhere. I'll send it to you. Okay. See, some of you, I think you know how to join Menti. See, very simple. Go to www.menti.com. Type in the code. Why is bio hard? Maybe you are not attending Ashram's classes. That is why. Come to Ashram's class. Be regular. Bio will be easy peasy for all of you. Let me tell you that. See, be regular to class. That is always something that I tell you. First and foremost, plants are obtained from seeds. So if I want to grow a new plant, where will I get it from? I can get plants from seed. Now, we are talking about what is true for sexual reproduction, right? What is true for sexual reproduction? We know that in sexual reproduction, seeds are involved. So statement 1 is correct. Now, two plants are always essential. Is that the case? Is it that always we need two plants? No. For sexual reproduction, we require two we require two parents, which is the male and female reproductive part. And we know that in some flowers, like hibiscus and everything, both the male and female reproductive part is present on the same flower, and that one flower could be in one plant also. So you don't need two plants. Don't get confused. You need two reproductive parents. You do not necessarily need two plants. And again, you know that with self-pollination, that happens within the same flower. So that is not between two plants. It is on the same plant, right? That is why in bisexual flowers, self-pollination is possible. Hence, option 2 is not correct. Not always, at least. Option 3 says that fertilization can happen only after pollination. True. Pollination is what brings your male and female gamete together. Only then fertilization, which is fusion of male and female gamete, can happen. That's why correct answer is statement 1 and 3. Statement 4 says that for cross-pollination, only insects are needed. Not the case, no. For cross-pollination, insect can be there, bird can be there, it could be water, it could be, maybe agents like wind. So in this particular case, what do we see? Answer could be 1 and 3 as well. 2 and 4 are incorrect. Yes? Are we clear? Are you all clear with the answers? Ma'am, could you please explain sexual reproduction? See, for this, I recommend you watch my video where I've explained it in detail. But quickly, to give you a synopsis, sexual reproduction is a process where two parents, male and female, is involved. They produce male-female gamete. They come together, they fuse and give rise to a zygote that develops into a young one. Yes? Budding mein deutit. Basically, what happens if this is the parent, there is a small outgrowth. There is a small outgrowth or a protrusion, and this outgrowth is what is going to become the young one. Difference between reproduction and fertilization. Reproduction is the overall process of giving rise to a young one. In that overall process, fertilization is one step. Yes? Where male and female gamete will fuse and become one, which we call as zygote. Okay? Good evening, Minato. Good evening. Oh, that's Aditya. Sorry. So many anime fans in my group, right? All my students here, I can see even your usernames, profile pictures or whatever they're called. I can see so many anime characters who are there. Antriksh, fragmentation mein basically parent is there, will split and give rise to new one. That is all. Last question for today. Last question. Which among the following parts of the plant is involved in sexual reproduction? So basically, whatever is there or as a part of sexual reproduction, you have to tell me. Okay? Kinjal, there's an explanation for asexual reproduction, especially vegetative propagation. I recommend you watch that video because you will understand it a little better. Vegetative propagation also I have covered. Yeah, I know, K-pop fans are also there. I can see that. Yes, Anushka, maybe I'll make a YouTube short for that. Small YouTube short. Yes, yes, I know Kannada as well. I've been in Bangalore for so long. I should know Kannada, right? Okay. Very good. Now, why have you stopped at 1 and 2? What is 1 and 2? Okay, wait, let me check the options. Okay, let me have a look at the options. 1 is flower, 2 is seed. Why have you ignored fruit? Why have you ignored fruit? Fruit is also part of sexual reproduction, right? Because inside your fruit is where you will find your seed. Why have we ignored the fruit and decided that, arey ma'am, seed to directly ban jayega? There is no fruit. Nowhere in flowering plants do we see fruit. So in this particular case, what do we see? Answer is not just 1 and 2. It is 1, 2, 3. That's why correct answer is option number B. Anushka, I always tell you. You tell me, ma'am, you don't forget. But I say that I have some memory problem and you drop it in the comments of the video. So don't forget to just drop a comment in the video. I'll take a screenshot immediately so I will remember, right? So with this, everybody, as you all know, in sexual reproduction, seeds, flowers, fruits are mainly involved, which is why correct answer is option B. Yes? So with this, we come to the end of today's Menti quiz. So now I'm sure you are all excited to see the final results. But before we have a look at the final results, can you all quickly hit the like button on this video? Do not forget to hit the subscribe button as well, because I know many of you are new. And no, I do not ignore anybody. I always tell you, directly ask your questions, I'll give you the answer. Rather than saying, ma'am, ho gaya, aapne to ignore kar diya. So we shouldn't do that. No? Thank you, Dwitit. We'll start taking Google form tests as well. Okay. Where can I get the notes? See, for Menti quizzes, we don't give you notes because it's a live quiz. But normally it is there on Telegram. Okay. Oh, is it? Catherine, no problem. We'll have more Menti quizzes, bacha. So you can always take part. Okay? Very good. So with this, everybody, we are going to be looking at the final leaderboard and let's see who made it to the top 10. Okay. So well done, all of you. Well done. I can see Anna is on top with 9,643 points. Followed by, I see Gochu, Heba, Lollipop, Baron, Dyutit, Arya, Swastika, Anushka and Sagrika, who have made it to the top 10. So well done, students. Well done. I'm super proud of all of you, right? Super proud. I know that many of you here, initially we had some technical difficulties, but you stayed with me till the very end, right? So that's what matters to me the most. And most importantly, what is your score? Your final score out of 10. Can you tell me how much did you get out of 10? Did you get 10 out of 10? 9 out of 10? Maybe 8 out of 10? I'm sure you would have got your marks, right? Whatever your marks is, let me know in the comments of this video. Tell me how much you scored out of 10. And if, like how Dyutit suggested, ma'am, maybe you could take some Google form tests. If all of you would enjoy having Google form tests, let me know in the comments. Then we'll make it a regular activity that we do regularly, right? So that you will have more and more practice. So congratulations to all of my students for doing such an amazing job in today's Menti quiz. I hope you all enjoyed this class. If you did, do not forget to subscribe to our channel, because nowhere else will you get the best quality content for grade 6, 7th and 8th. And as you all know, we have ongoing Olympiad classes. We will be doing sample paper solving for all of you very soon. I think mostly by Thursday we will be doing it for you guys. So do not forget to hit the like button on the video. So thank you so much, all of you. I will see you all soon. But up until then, take care. Lots of love to all of you. And bye-bye. Good night.